following show contains adult content. It's not our intent to offend anyone, but we want to inform you that if you are a child under the age of 18 or get offended easily, this next show may not be for you. The content, opinions, and subject matter of these shows are solely the choice of your show hosts and their guests, and not those of the Entertainment Network or any affiliated stations. Any comments or inquiries should be directed to those show hosts. Thank you for listening.
Welcome to the Adventure on Pipeman on W4CY Radio.
Wake up, America! It's time for the Adventures of Pipeman on W4CY.com, West Palm Beach's #1 internet radio station. Here's your host, the Pipeman.
Yo, it's the Adventures of Pipeman here on W4CY Radio, W4CY.com, and it's Travel Tuesday. So, for those of you that probably took this seriously, the title's kind of a joke, but it's kind of real, okay? Because we have our resident Canadian expert in the studio with us today, and she can tell us firsthand where Americans now can travel in America in the Canadian spots. You know, since Canada's going to become the 51st state, now we have to find out where all the cool spots in Canada are so we can invade and have a good time traveling the great north of us. And not only that, I want to find out too, okay, if you took a health nut and swamp nut, let's say you were like my shirt. You were in some tropical island and they brought you this cocktail where basically they mixed health nut with swamp nut. What would happen to you? Let's find out by bringing the pipe nuts on, including health nut, swamp nut, and studio nut.
Hi-yo.
Rebel, I want to know why you're sitting at the kiddie table.
What do you mean sitting at the kiddie table?
You're so low in the frame.
You're so low in the frame all the time. It's like it's like when you're a little person.
Okay. Well, we'll have to adjust that later.
Right now, I think D would have been taller than you.
Anything's possible.
Yeah. You know what we should play on one of the Wednesday shows is I have a reel that includes some good outtakes with Little Nut.
You mean Peanut?
Who's Little Nut?
Well, she wasn't Little Nut. She was Peanut because she was little and she worked for the station. She was on the show. And, I'll just give you a hint of what happened is she was talking about how great family values the, what were those people, Rebel? Come on, you know what it is, Rebel.
The Rednecks.
That show, come on. Were you never paying attention?
Never.
Okay. Let's see if Juan knows. Do you know the show with those rednecks that were gay bashing, but they had good family values?
Oh, it's an actual
I
show
know
on
this
TV?
one.
What?
Duck Dynasty.
There it is. Bing, bing, bing. See, that's why we're taking over Canada. We need some of the smart people and the nice people. Because
I thought you were talking about one of your shows. I had no idea.
So that I think it's a very good thing that we're taking over Canada because, first of all, they have a lot of beautiful places to visit. Okay. Now, it used to be cool when I was younger. I used to go to Canada and I didn't need a passport. Okay. So now, in order for me to do that, we have to actually take over and make them the 51st state. But, and the way things are going, it's probably going to happen. But what I also is, so I'm going to want to know all the cool places to go because Pipeman has to travel through Canada once it becomes American.
I have a bit of a list for you, some suggestions.
Oh, cool.
That I think would fit the Pipeman tour very well.
All right. Well, we'll talk about that, but I do want to first focus on the fact of other reasons why it would be good. Because, okay, the people in Canada are really nice. People in America nowadays are real assholes. So we could use a little more nice people to kind of mellow out the assholes and just get a happy medium. You're not too nice, not too much of a jerk off. You're just right. So I think if you put America and Canada together and mix them in a blender, that's what you got. Okay.
No.
Okay.
It wouldn't balance out. All the nice people will become assholes as well.
Well, that's usually
Eventually,
true.
Yeah.
drive you down that path.
You know how I know that's true is because you look at Asian women that come from places like the Philippines that marry an American guy, okay, and they're like the best wife ever. Where'd Rebel go?
She turned her camera off.
Did we insult her?
No, I was trying to fix the headroom on the camera.
You don't need to shut the camera off to do that, by the way. Just saying, okay? All you have to do is like move it. That's all.
It's way over
Rebel,
there.
what is it with Louisiana people that they never want to take the simple way? It's always got to be the complicated backwards way. And like, what's all that duct tape in the background too?
I know that the left corner says EPI. I don't know what that means.
I think it's,
That's like are you a robot?
No, I think it's the Louisiana version of a UTI. It's extra.
It's a
extra.
WPI.
Y'all are
It's
extra.
actually what it means is extra penile infection.
You can
Now it
find
makes
that
sense.
Extraordinary.
right out of the airport. Someplace.
So there's another reason we should take over Canada, okay? Because they say sorry for everything, and nobody says sorry for anything around here anymore, okay? So we need some people to say sorry for the people that should be sorry. That's what we need here.
Well, no,
okay?
maybe we should just get the people who should be sorry to say sorry.
Now,
Yeah,
is
good
this
luck with
something-
that. Let me know how it works out for you, Rebel. I've been trying, okay?
Okay, how would that work though? Like, can we hire a Canadian to say sorry for us like 24/7? They just like stick
No,
with
you
us
don't have
everywhere
to
we go,
hire
or-
them. They're the this century's version of slavery.
Willing participants.
Yeah,
Just ask them nicely, and
well,
they'll
that's
follow
the
you
thing.
around.
They're so nice, okay, that we will put them into slavery, and they will thank us for it.
Let's not
No.
do that.
No,
Okay.
I don't know that it's a great idea, but
I
I
don't
think
think
that
that's a great
It's
idea
not.
either. Listen, I'm a Jew. We were slaves. I'm not down with the slavery thing. And here's a little tidbit. Okay, one of our greatest presidents of the United States, Abraham Lincoln, who is known for freeing the slaves. You know, people talk about politics, and it's always been the same, because when he ran for president, he ran for pro-slavery. He ran for pro-slavery, then he won, and he only freed the slaves because he had to, not because he wanted to. Bet you guys didn't know that.
Were you there?
No,
He
that's
probably was.
actual. That is actually close.
It was
That
before
is-
my time, so I wouldn't know.
That is actual history. Just like read a book, Rebel.
Okay, but
Okay.
how many times have they changed history? And then again, you get the Mandela effect because you believe the new changed history instead of the actual history. No one was actually there, and no one can actually prove any
Why
of it.
would you say the person that freed the slaves were pro-slavery? That makes no sense. Like, yeah, you're going to change history if it makes it look better, not worse.
Maybe it looked better for someone.
And George Washington had a slave and supposedly some illegitimate child with a black slave. So, you know, these problems
Opposed
have
to a
been
white
since the beginning of time. That's why we need Canada, okay? Because
Mm.
we are
Need the neutral
morally,
north.
we are morally.
We need to,
on
like,
a empty tank.
blend and calm the
Yeah.
states.
Yeah, and we are morally in the lowest, spiritually in the lowest vibration you could be right now. Morally, we're defunct. We have less morals than a butthole.
The whole
okay?
country or
And
just
the
the show?
butthole doctor can verify that. And so, okay. there's one other reason why.
Okay, do tell.
Let's hear it.
Because they are so, how do I put this?
Just say it.
No, they are so the epitome of ignorance is bliss.
Mm.
I mean, look at the smile on her face. We're talking about taking over her country, and she's smiling the whole time and laughing. That's their personality.
Yeah, it's the politeness, you know? It's like, oh, that's cute. That's a cute idea.
Yeah, see, I don't believe that kind of politeness.
It's a cute idea that we think that we're going to take over your country, or it's a cute idea that it's even, being discussed.
Yeah, all of it.
Okay.
All of it.
Let's get to the fun stuff now. Okay, let's get to the fun stuff. I want to know where you think the Pipeman should go on the pipe. It would have to be the Pipeman Homeless Tour unless there were festivals involved or events or conferences. Like this year on the Pipeman Radio Tour, I'll be at the National Associations of Broadcasters, which is the biggest broadcasting conference. I went every year. I kind of didn't since COVID but now I'm back going to do. There's 2 podcast movements. One is Evolutions. One's the main one, and then we got a ton of festivals. We are going to be making an announcement. Okay. Not yet.
Cool.
But it's louder than life, this announcement, okay? This announcement will be louder than life. And for good engineers, that's kind of how you cue in a commercial without telling them ahead of time you're cueing it in. So you kind of it's kind of like when you go to a polo match, because the Pipeman went to a polo match Sunday on the Pipeman Radio Tour. And in polo matches, the announcers actually teach you the game. So it's not just like they're announcing like a football game. Like if you're a newcomer to polo, you just listen to the announcer and they tell you how to play the game and everything.
That's not Marco Polo. That's polo on the horses, right?
Yeah, no, not I think everybody knows how to play Marco Polo.
Not everybody.
Rebel. Okay, listen, I was just trying to stretch it out and make an example so Juan was ready and knew what I was doing right now.
Exactly. That's why I'm stretching
act like a douche, okay? All right.
That's why I'm stretching it.
So all I know is last year was great, except we had the hurricane tornado scenario that blew out fucking Slayer.
I know, right?
And everybody thought that was it because that was the last one. It's 5 years, blah, blah, blah. They're back.
Just for you, Pipeman.
Okay, there's your cue one.
Music festival Louder Than Life was called off today. Day 2 was already delayed by the wind and rain from Helene before organizers made the decision to cancel. Though the fans we talked to were a little disappointed, they took it in stride.
That's the radio. That's the radio version of headbanging. Fucking Slayer, Louder Than Life. Oh my God, I can't even tell you. I am kind of bummed. I might have to do double duty. So every year I used to do Bourbon and Beyond and Louder Than Life in Louisville, like right in a row. There were 2 weekends in a row I'd stay there. There was one year where we did Hometown Rising, which was a country one by Danny Wimmer. So I was there for 3 weeks. I will never do Louisville for 3 weeks again. Okay. Cause I was so sick after that from the allergens in that place in Kentucky. The allergens are so bad. Even the people that live there tell you it's horrible. Okay. So after 3 weeks between that and festival dust, oh my God. So, but then there was this other festival that I had wanted to go, and then one year the original Misfits were playing there. I'm like, oh, I'm not doing one of these festivals this year, and I'm going to go do Riot Fest. And I've been doing Riot Fest ever since. Riot Fest had Slayer last year. They were the the first ones to have Slayer, or the first ones to have Slayer. And then, so this year I was kind of bummed out because Bourbon and Beyond, and that's a cue for Juan to cue things up. Okay, Bourbon and Beyond just got announced. The lineup got announced, and I'm like, oh crap, I'm gonna have to make a decision. And there's a reason, because first of all, Fish is headlining, and Fish is badass, and like I know all of my friends from California are gonna end up at Bourbon and Beyond, and if they're not while they're listening now, they need to go get tickets for Bourbon and Beyond, because you got Fish, you got Blues Traveler, which I love. Blues Traveler, love. And a whole crap load of lineup. But really what got me kind of bummed out that I had to make a choice, and I've had to make a choice every year, but, you know, Slayer wins out, Misfits wins out, you know, it's always something like that. But this year, Ringo Starr is going to be at Bourbon and Beyond. Little secret about the Pipeman. When I was a kid, the first two bands I was totally into were Kiss and the Beatles. So much so. Listen, this multiple personality disorder that I have, okay, it started way back then, because
admittance is the first step.
That's right. I've admitted it for years. That's the only step I need to do. And so my bedroom was wall-to-wall posters, but not like normal kids where you put one here, put one there, or mix them up. I split it like Two-Face, exactly down the middle. Okay, no wonder I'm in love with Harley Quinn. Exactly down the middle. One side was all Kiss, no wall. The other side was all Beatles, no wall. So there aren't many times nowadays that I have a bucket list of who I want to interview. But oh my God, if I interviewed Ringo Starr, that would be like, I could retire after that, maybe.
No.
But I won't.
Leave on a high.
What?
Leave on a high.
Am
on
I
a high note?
No, I'm more the type that leaves on the low note, okay?
You slowly back away.
No, I'm just kidding. Like I crash and burn. You know, so I go to the pinnacle, I finally reach it. I'm standing on top of that mountain, arms in the air, and then somebody hits me with a rock and I go down the mountain.
Boulder, rock, boulder.
It's usually a woman.
Battered and bruised.
At least two women, I can tell you that. They're known as thing one and thing two. Hey, there's nothing. Listen, I'm going to be dead serious about this. There's nothing that can make a man more successful than a good woman behind the man. There's also kind of like your parents used to say, I gave you life, I can take it away from you. Okay. They are also the ones that could basically pull out the rug from under you at any time they freaking want. So be nice. So be nice to him, not like the Pipeman, because
I was. Have you learned
nice
your lesson?
No, I was nice to him and I had the rug pulled out. So now, shit. No, I did. It was my reward for niceness. You know what my reward is for not niceness? People buying the Groupon. Okay.
What a fucked up world we live in.
Well, it is. Because listen, I've had it happen recently. Okay, like I've had women that like they go to listen to my radio show to find out what I'm about. Boy, are they in for a surprise. Okay.
Wrong place to look, chickadees.
No.
You should send them to like Positively Pipeman first or something.
Well, but the thing is that they don't want that one. That's the point. They want this one. So, you know what? I'm a people pleaser. Give you what you want. I'm going to be a jerk off like the rest of them. That's why we need the 51st state. It will be Canada, and then all the Great Lakes are getting renamed to the Great Lakes of the United States.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Isn't that funny? I mean, but like Rebel was saying earlier, people can just come in and change things and make it his story.
Well, exactly, because if you look up on Google now, the Gulf of Mexico is the Gulf of America. And people are so proud of it. And those people that are so proud of it don't realize that this thing's been there since the 1500s before there ever was a United States of America. Now,
like 200 years before America was formed.
Exactly. Now, the one thing I will say, being the typical Libra I am, I can say one side or the other, and both, is that on the other side, everywhere in the world has evolved. Persia became Iran. The Ukraine was part of Russia, and several of those other countries over there. Things have changed over time, and I look at it this way. I don't look at it calling the Gulf of America meaning the United States of America. Like when I go to travel to other countries, I don't say I'm from America. I say I'm from the States. Because America to me is North America, Central America, South America, all three of them. Okay.
See, I'm a fan of the idea of the blending of Canada, United States, and Mexico. The CUM concept.
What
the territories of
fuck is wrong with you?
I mean,
That's
that
for
would get
tomorrow.
Rid of the
That's
that
for
rid
what
of
the fuck Wednesday, man. That's for what the fuck Wednesday coming up with
if
that
you
shit.
think about it, that would get rid of the issue of the border crisis.
Yeah, just come on in.
And what they do is everybody that comes through the border, they give them
spread all over.
them some free Viagra. That's the new deal.
Well, like who's moving into these places? No, we need fresh blood, fresh young meat.
Yeah, but if you're going, but if you're going to convert the masses, you have to go after the people that are going to die soon. What? Well, yeah, because
how so? Why come?
Look at who's president of the United States. Look who the last one was.
Yeah, the senior. You guys like that kind of thing, I guess.
I don't like it. Next time, I want somebody that's like 16 to run.
You can't. You have to be 35 to be.
Change the rules, okay?
Of course. Why
We're
not?
already disregarding the Constitution. Might as well go a bit further. I think.
Might as well change it.
I think we're much better off if we just let the kids run the world, because the adults are a bunch of idiots. Okay, just
that's
saying.
Actually true, to be honest with you, because we think we know it all in the teenage years and then into the 20s and then some into the 50s. But okay, won't mention any names, Pipeman, but see how I did that there?
Yeah, well, at least we don't know nothing. Like screen doors with locks and cops not wanting you to approach their car at 2 a.m. in the empty parking lot. Like we cut and testing. Like, okay, so Rebel's perfectly happy with, hey, if you got some HIV, I don't want to know. Ignorance is bliss. But in the state of Florida, in the great state of Florida, I want to know if the person I'm hooking up with has herpes or not. Simple.
I want to know too.
Simplex, herpes simplex.
I don't care what it is. I don't care if it's herpes Bob. Okay, you can name it whatever you want. If it has herpes in it, I don't want it. Okay, that shit's like luggage. It's like having an ex-wife. Like it's the gift that keeps giving. Because for the rest of your life,
you can throw the ex-wife out of the hot air balloon. You can't throw the herpes out.
No, not when you have kids. So when you have kids, you can't throw her out of the hot air balloon, and you can't.
Sure, you can.
You have to kind of be nice to her, even though in your head, while you're saying all these "Hi, how are you?" you're like, I wouldn't mind going to jail for this.
You only have to be civil with them until you finish. If you are stuck paying child support, you only have to be civil with them.
That's
while the
bullshit, Rebel. That's bullshit. It's a lifetime commitment of misery. Okay.
Nope.
Lifetime.
Does not have to be.
Lifetime.
Yeah, it sounds like Pipeman needs a little homeless road trip tour to.
Yeah. Okay. We need to talk about that right now.
Get a new
Rebel,
perspective.
shush. Okay. Health Nut. Tell us all the places Pipeman has to go in the 51st great state of Canada.
Okay, well, I mean, there's so many great places. It's such a big country, so it's going to take a while. So, However, if you're short on time, I would start maybe on the East Coast, and to please the pipe man, you could visit Dildo, Newfoundland.
Dildo.
First.
Nice.
Yes.
Like I like
You
Montreal.
could have lunch
but
at the Dildo
sounds
Diner.
So much better to me. You can do what there?
Go visit, well, have lunch at the Dildo Diner.
So, question is do they serve your food on a dildo?
Oh, you can get all the dildo paraphernalia.
I think the question is, what are the seats like?
Yeah.
And what are the hot dogs made out of?
I don't know about that.
She brought up this funny thing, and she didn't even expect such comebacks. Like, she thought she was going to rule the show. She was preparing all night for this. She's like,
No.
I've got this great thing. I'm going to stump the pipe man. I'm telling you, Rebel will tell you, there was this woman that was on the show. I did end up, never mind. But she and all of her coworkers said that I was the only person that ever left her speechless. Do you remember that, Rebel? Had to do with dentistry.
See, you like the oral things.
Well, yeah, oral's the best, unless, of course, never mind.
Yeah, unless there's other things attached.
So
anyway,
I want to know one thing before you go on with this, okay?
Okay.
Because today's a very special day. And do Canadians, because if they don't, I don't think they can join the United States of America. Do Canadians celebrate cow milked while flying in an airplane day, which that's today?
I'm sorry, what?
I mean, you have a lot of cows, you milk them, okay? So do you milk your cows while flying in an airplane?
I would say that in an emergency situation, I bet you that's an epic story where that came from.
Describe to me what is emergency situation of cow having to milk a cow and fly a plane at the same time.
Okay, you're living in a very remote region.
Yeah.
And
is that like the kind of regions where like their goat's their wife?
I don't know why these in St. Louis. Thank you very much, Sue.
Did it? Oh, yeah. See, there's a story.
Tell us the story, Rebel. Rebel's the one that's in charge of this shit. Okay, so tell us the story, Rebel, because Health Nut, she don't even know what she's talking about.
No, it's like a Medivac for milk.
No.
So here's the scenario. You're flying on a plane, right? You ask your hostess, you ask them, can I get some coffee? They say yes. Would you like some milk with that? You say yes. They say, what kind of milk would you like? We have almond, oat, or organic. You say organic, and then they go milk the cow. That's how that happens.
No, that is not exactly how it happens.
Wait, there's more to it. You left the part off, Juan, because what happens is then they have to go into the cockpit and put the plane on autopilot so the pilot, who happens to be a cow, can get milk.
It's a full service.
Yeah. But it totally gives a new meaning to it. In 1930, Elm Farm Oli.
Can you say that again, please? Because I know you didn't say it right.
Elm Farm Oli.
What the hell is that?
That's the cow. That's what the cow was named.
Fine Louisiana education right there.
Nope. That was the cow from Bismarck, Missouri.
Health Nut, don't make me break character, okay?
Otherwise known as Nellie J. She was a high-producing...
was Nellie J a rapper?
Freaking cow!
Well, cows can rap.
That would be Nellie G.
Anyway,
the cow can't rap?
She was a high-producing milk cow. She got nervous going on a plane because they were taking her to a fair, and the only way to calm her down was to milk her. So during the flight, they milked the cow. Did they have
to manually milk her or automatic?
In 1930, it was manual.
Okay.
Yeah, familiar places.
So they put their mouth on it and sucked.
Oh boy.
I'm not even going to go there with you ever. So therefore,
this is what I'm going to say.
72-mile
The
flight.
atmospheric pressure is different inside of airplanes, so you would expect you need a little bit more suction to.
Well,
A little more
You know,
boarding, maybe, perhaps.
I traveled today. It's Travel Tuesday, and what I did was I traveled to the new part of the pipe cave to do the studio.
Mm.
Yeah,
Mhm.
now my arm doesn't disappear. Did you notice that?
Oh yeah, you got a new background.
Yes, it does.
It doesn't
little legged.
disappear. It doesn't disappear. Before it would be gone,
Oh.
For the whole show, yeah.
just sitting there.
The armless pipe man.
Oh,
I mean,
I have
that's
to ask
truly
you,
pipe
Juan.
form.
Juan, now that you're looking at it, because we perfected it yesterday, but I forgot before the show to take the painting down. Did it affect anything?
I don't think so.
Okay, good. Now pay attention and let me know if it did. Okay, let's see. It's up there. Nope, no problem. Okay, so tell us more about this Canadian Pipeman tour that I'm going on. And
Well,
everybody listening can come with me.
Yeah, where would you like to go after dildo?
How do you
Come by
top
ch- come by
dildo?
chance?
How do you top dildo? That's what I want to know.
You want to go to
Bottom
Come by
out
chance?
somewhere.
Will DJ T be the mayor of Dildo Land?
Oh crap.
DJ T, I don't know. Oh yeah. I'm with you
Well,
now.
So much for the Canadian education system. I thought we were going to get some help there, but now we see that.
Sorry.
Pretty
See, like
on
we
par
don't.
with Louisiana.
I think that the news, like what you're exposed to and what we're exposed to, is a little different story, right? So they're probably pitting each other against each other.
But
No.
you know who
Pitting us-
DJ T is, right? You know initials, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Because it
I'm
took
with
you a
you.
while. You were as slow as Rebel.
Yeah, I thought we were still talking about like the DJ Milk machine or something. So
Yeah, you're way behind.
yeah.
Keep up with the show, will you? Okay, tell us where we're going after Dildo Land.
Yeah, Dildo Land. Okay, what else? Newfoundland's a good place. I mean, there's Conception Bay. You might want to visit there.
I have
And-
some Pipeman trivia. You ready for this?
Okay.
Okay. So when I was 19 years old, I shared a house in Marlborough, New Jersey with my best bro who passed away last year, and his girlfriend who we were always together, the three of us. In fact, I've known her since she's like 11 years old. And when Mark started going out with her, I was the one that would go pick her up because her parents loved me and hated Mark. Because again, I'm the one that was the nice guy and he was the one that banged chicks. You know, again, even back then, that's what goes on. So the
Okay.
nice guy, it doesn't work out too well, I think. Maybe not. No, but seriously, so the three of us shared this house, okay? Across the street from us was the Marlborough State Hospital, which is now closed because a lot of those type of psychiatric hospitals are closed around the country now because they fucked people up. And we used to sit out on the front porch and watch people AWOL. You know, they'd hop over the fence and be hitchhiking on the road where we lived, you know, escaping from the loony bin. And then our backyard was a cemetery. Like we had a backyard, and then you walked a little through the woods, a few steps, and you were in the cemetery. And we used to go out there and hang out at night. It might be why all the bad things happened to me after that. I'm just saying.
Yeah, you went down to the cemetery looking for love.
Yep. And you know what? She was like, you know, she was a pretty dead FU, if you understand what I mean.
What you're saying is she ghosted you?
No, she ghosted me after she was like a dead F in bed.
Oh God.
So
I mean, she didn't even move. She didn't groan or nothing. Like it was. She
See,
just
maybe if
sat
you took
there.
her to dildo.
She
It'd be a
just
different
sat there.
story.
I tried the dildo, but she just sat there.
Wait, that's the problem. You were supposed to try it on her.
Oh shit! Why didn't I think of that? I wish I could go back in time now. Okay.
Borrow the time machine.
All right. So
It's never too late.
I'm trying to think of why I was telling this story.
It's
Anyway.
Conception Bay.
Yeah, and before Conception Bay,
Dildo.
and what came between the dildo and Conception Bay?
Apparently
come by
nobody.
chance.
What is it?
Come by chance.
Come by chance.
Yes.
I don't even remember you saying that.
You weren't listening. Because it's kind of obscure.
He's mind
So-
up
Doesn't
in
make
Dildo
sense.
Land.
Dildo
trying-
Land. How about a visit
Oh,
to
okay.
PP Island?
I know where I was at now. You're talking about Newfoundland, ding dong.
Yes.
Okay. Well, why didn't you say that? That's what led me there, because we had 2 dogs. One was mine and one was Tracy's. And my dog was a little Bichon Frise called Vern. Okay. So I took this little pretty dog
Classic.
and gave it a very masculine name. Okay. It was because of the movie. You remember the movie, talk about traveling. Remember, what do you mean, Vern? Remember that movie? The one with, what's his
Ernest
name?
T. Justice.
You know what I'm talking about, right, Rebel?
Ernest T. Justice.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you mean, Vern? So I
Rest
named
in
it.
peace.
I did name the dog. I must have been stoned or something. I named the dog Vern after that. But then the other dog we had, who Tracy, okay, she didn't make meals for Mark or I, but she did make meals for the dogs, for the dog. You know, like she would cook it like a gourmet meal.
Nice.
Okay. And the dog's name was BJ. So you had BJ and Vern.
Oh.
BJ. But BJ.
No, we don't know. Can you explain?
BJ was a Newfoundland.
Ah.
So I wonder if that's where those dogs come from. Do you know, Health Nut? Our Canadian
From Newfoundland.
expert?
Newfoundland dogs?
Yeah, it's a dog called a Newfoundland.
Yeah.
They're huge.
know.
They're like bigger
They're
than
huge.
a Bernard.
Yeah. And furry, and they can withstand that wind and the coastal living. It's harsh. Harsh up
Yeah.
there.
So
Um,
do you
I don't know
see a
if
lot
they-
of them like running in the wild in Newfoundland?
not in the wild. You know what you do see a lot of in the wild in Newfoundland is our moose. Big
Can
moose
I
on the
ride
loose.
a moose? I want to ride a moose.
I think it's illegal.
I would like to
isn't it?
see this. I would
I
like.
wa-
I could probably do it.
I want to ride a moose.
Isn't it
Like-
illegal?
Would you go bareback or saddle up?
Bareback.
so-
Why would you saddle up?
Yeah, you can't. The moose
You just-
doesn't. Is it going to
just
let you
hold
put a
on to the
saddle
horns
on?
and
Are
hold-
you kidding?
And
I
I go
don't
back
know.
to that question. Isn't it illegal to mess with them?
Actually, okay, there is research.
Like
Mess with
you-
them in what way?
People have tried to ride meese. Okay.
Meese. No.
Yes. Look it up. Look. No, that,
It's a gaggle of meese.
it's like goose, geese. Look it up.
What? How do you call a grouping of moose? I'm gonna
Moose.
check it.
Moose.
Actually, Juan.
It's moose, just like deer is deer. Moose is moose and deer is deer, plural or singular.
But how do you say like a grouping of? You know, when there's like a school of fish, a gaggle.
I
of
only know
geese.
about the Elks Lodge. I don't know about the Moose
Uh-huh.
Lodge.
I don't know about the elks. That's weird.
So,
It
Sounds
just says
weird.
it's called a herd.
Oh, a herd.
herd of
Okay, that makes
moose.
sense. Okay.
well, duh. Like, who
Yeah.
wouldn't know that?
But there's no actual word for it.
So seriously though, in serious research, I did research it because I do want to ride a moose. And basically they have attempted and failed because no matter what they've ever tried, they could not domesticate the moose like they do like a horse or what have you. So yes, you can try to ride one, but you're better off trying to ride a bull is basically what it said. It was like,
Yeah.
you're better off with a bull. And my Canadian expert is confirming it.
I would say that I would agree. I've never
Do you
seen
know
anyone riding a moose.
anyone that died trying to ride a moose?
No, but encounters with a moose, yes.
Yeah, died from an encounter with moose. Were they like
Yeah.
boxing or something?
Yeah, they'll run you over. Or the thing with Newfoundland is that they're everywhere, so you better watch out when you're driving because they'll just jump out.
Yeah, that's like New Jersey. You know, the population of deer is so big in New Jersey that they kind of outnumber the humans. And like
Yeah.
they're so used to humans, like you'll go out in your backyard and there'll be like 10 of them and they won't even move.
Oh yeah, there was a
dinner.
book growing up. It was Elliot the Moose. It was a children's book, I remember, and it was a story about this moose that comes to the house, and this Elliot seemed domesticatable.
Domesticatable. We're
Yeah,
not talking about bulls right now. We're talking
has ability
about meats.
to domesticate.
Okay, so all right.
Anyways, it's a fairy tale.
Where can we
Nonsense.
go once Canada is America? Where can we go to ride a moose?
Oh,
Don't you guys have it like for kids' parties? Like we have pony rides, you have like moose rides.
but I'm telling you, if you really
They
wanted to
should.
do that, I would go on the east side. Newfoundland, you'd have a good chance. Quebec also is lots between those areas. But even out
And
here,
that's
they're
pretty
everywhere.
far from you, right?
Well, yeah, but I mean, I saw a moose
that's
the other
perfect
day.
place to go.
I saw. Yeah, we don't want you over here, anyways.
Yeah, trust me. There's nothing over there. You guys just
No,
have
there's-
like
No, that's right. There's
You're like,
nothing over here.
who
Just
wants
don't
to be in
ever,
the tundra?
don't ever visit.
Who wants to be in the tundra? Anyway. She lives in like an igloo, I think.
No, I mean it's
No?
like
They don't-
technically I could if I wanted
It's
to.
like igloo-ish.
Igloo-ish, yeah.
H-
It depends
How
on,
cold is
you know.
it today? Is it like 45 below zero?
Well, yeah, I checked. What is it? It's almost minus 30 Celsius, which is like minus 2 Fahrenheit or something.
And Juan, what's the temperature right now in Mexico?
Mexico? How am I supposed to know that? Hold on.
Because you're broadcasting
I know,
out.
like, you're right
Because I
there.
made an announcement that you're broadcasting out of our Mexican studios.
Oh, I was
Hot,
not.
hot,
I
hot.
didn't. I didn't get the memo.
We're
But
trying-
right now, the
We're trying to
temperature
make
in-
sure people think you're not here. Okay. Shh.
Well, because Mexico's pretty big right now. North Mexico is 69 degrees.
All right.
Wow.
See, I think that
that's why I love Mexico right there. I mean, if it's 69 degrees every day of the year, I want to
all
live
day,
there.
all night.
By the way,
I know.
while we're taking over Canada, I think we should all the Americans should move to Mexico because it's really nice there, and you can live like a king. You know, well, as long as there's no tariffs. But okay, let's go back to the rest of Canada.
Yeah. Okay. Where do you want to go next to?
Rebel, in your country, what temperature is it in your country?
58 degrees. Thank you.
No, Italy.
Oh, that's
Remember, you're not white. So what
doesn't
temperature
mean
is
I'm
it
not
in Italy? What temperature is it in Italy?
58 degrees.
Inquire 58 degrees. Whoa. Okay. Go on, Health Nut. I've interrupted you enough. Tell us
No,
where
I don't
else.
know.
Tell us where
I
else
don't
to
know.
go. We don't have a lot of time. Tell us where to go.
Lots of people want to tell you where to go. That's not a good question to ask.
Oh my gosh. Yes. Well, I mean, all the excitement, I think. Where next? There's PP Island. That's Newfoundland as well. Okay.
Oh, I drink a lot of water, so that's like the perfect place for me.
There's a place called Balls Creek. Okay. Just you can freshen up. The Pipeman's. Oh, all his nuts. You can just
Do they have people at Balls
Wash the
Creek
nuts.
that specializing in shaving balls?
Oh.
Because that would be a perfect business to start. Like, we're the ball shavers of Balls Creek.
I think
now, do people there have rugs or hardwood floors?
Yeah, she missed that part. I don't even know if she understands that part right now.
I have a picture.
See, Rebel, even she knows what hardwood floors are. That was another thing. Rebel didn't know what that was. Okay. I mean, like Louisiana, they don't want to teach them anything because then they might actually go somewhere else.
We just call it something different. It's called shaved or unshaved. I mean, shaved or in the bush.
No, it's either bush, landing strip, or hardwood floors. And
never heard of hardwood.
As we said yesterday, if you start going gray, let's ask Health Nut on behalf of all Canadians. You need to answer this on behalf of all Canadians, okay?
Beware.
Okay. So
always ready.
If your pubes start turning gray, do you dye them or shave them?
Okay. Well, I think if you have a chance to dye them before it turns gray is easier, right?
Or I mean, because Rebel says she thinks if you dye them, your genitals fall off.
I said
that's not true because I still have mine.
Well, I think that the gray bush is okay. The gray bush is...
Oh, is that the trend in Canada now? Like in America, women are growing out their gray hair. In Canada, they're growing out their gray pubes.
That's they call it silver balls.
Yep.
Yeah. It's like,
why do we want you as a state? You guys are ridiculous.
I mean, because we like shiny things. It's like the glimmer.
Okay, real quick, Health Nut. Can you tell people how they can connect to you on social media and your show to get healthy?
Yeah. Okay. Well, we're at the Language of Healing on sister station W4WN on Tuesdays at 2 p.m. Eastern time. And, you can find us at YouTube and Facebook, Instagram, The Language of Healing. All those things.
Do you have a website? Just in case, the
Language of Healing podcast.com.
Yeah, okay.
Yes, the Language of Healing podcast.com. You can find all the old stuff and little reels and leave messages. Would love it.
And we have a new thing going on right now. And what that is basically there's a new, it's not a Groupon, it's just a new special. And it's you got to go to this website, shaveyourballs.com.
Okay? Can we
and
dye them first?
You mention the Pipeman and you get a 10% discount.
Can we dye them first for an extra 5% off?
No, it actually would be more money because that's a messier job. So, yeah, we would have to charge you more for that. Sorry about that. And okay, so Juan, real quick, we need to play something. I'm not sure what it is. Maybe it has to do with some Mayan temples or some crap like that.
Mm.
Let's see if he knows what I'm talking about. I want to see.
Sonic Temple Art and Music Festival, the pinnacle of rock festivals in America, returns in 2025 with Linkin Park, Korn, 2 nights of Metallica, no repeat weekend, plus Bad Omens, Incubus, Alice in Chains, Rob Zombie, 3 Days Grace, Alice Cooper, I Prevail, Jimmy Eat World, Chevelle, Motionless in White, and so many more. May 8th to the 11th at Historic Crew Stadium in Columbus, Ohio. Passes on sale now at SonicTempleFestival.com.
So that wasn't what I was thinking, but that was good. That was a good answer. It wasn't what I was thinking, but after I end the show, you're going to roll this next commercial and then the outro. How's that sound, Juan?
You said tempo. I play Sonic Tempo.
No. So we're going to play the one that says save the date. Do you know which one I'm talking about?
That's Shiprocked.
Don't tell people. Don't tell people. What's wrong with you?
He didn't say it was a secret.
Well, that's why I wasn't saying it. Like, come on.
Now they're not going to watch the commercial.
Read between the lines. Read between the lines. Read between the lines, okay? All right.
Yeah, I agree, Juan. I don't think that was a good
Everybody
hint.
tune in to or not tune in, go to Rebel's website at shaveyourballs.com. Mention the Pipeman.
I need one of those. Let's set it up.
Don't make me break character here. Okay. Okay. And then Health Nut can really make your nuts healthy after Swamp Nut shaves them. And so let's get down to the last thing that we started the show with. If you went to a tropical place, say it was Shiprocked, maybe took you there, and you had this cool tropical drink where they mixed up Swamp Nut and Health Nut, what would you get? Every one of you give me an answer.
A really good time.
The double-headed dragon.
Oh, double-headed dragon.
Okay, Canada, give us your answer. You're always, Canada's so slow. I don't know why we want them. That's the 51st state. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, I would think that it was like a mix of like sea creature and fresh air.
Okay. To me, it sounds like somebody took too much LSD. But if you haven't, then tune in tomorrow and drop your doses tomorrow before tomorrow's show, because it's What the Fuck Wednesday on the Adventures of Pipeman. So tune in tomorrow, and we're going to have all kinds of stuff that if you are tripping, you're going to be like, what the fuck? Okay. What's the matter, Rebel?
The thing
she's choking on the dildo.
Okay.
She's already there.
Listen, I know you're very dedicated to your business, but you're not supposed to shave the balls with your teeth, because then the hair gets stuck in your throat. Okay. All right. That's enough out of me. Everybody tune in tomorrow, and pretty much every day, but Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday are the best days too. And then after that, there's interviews, and tune into the podcast on iHeartRadio or anywhere you listen to podcasts, and you can check all the interviews, bonus content, outtakes of the show, and even the show if you've missed any of it. So see you tomorrow, 1 p.m., W4CY Radio, W4CY.com on the Adventures of Pipeman, and we're going to rock this ship. Roll it, Juan.
There is a place, a realm where myths awaken and the seas echo with ancient tales. The journey there reeks of fire and ash, skin and blood shed in its honor, the dust of battles and effort falling on forgotten men who never lived to tell the tale. But we must go. We must see our Olympus. Fucking papyrus? Ah, that's more like it.
Thank you for listening to the Adventures of Pipeman on W4CY Radio.